There's 2 ways to record hands.
Have you ever had a bad teacher? Like a really bad teacher? Can I go to the bathroom? Okay, geez. Now think of the worst teacher that you've ever had. And did they ever take money from you? No, I don't think that anybody... I had that happen to me once. Okay, geez. Back when I was in junior high school, I took a class about starting small businesses. In this class, we had to come up with our own business idea, build it, and then try to get people to pay for what we made with real money as a way to get education on business. Business. Buy our product. No. Buy it. No! It's getting away! Business. I really wanted to learn business, so I thought this was a great idea for a class. The only downside to this class was that money was involved. Real money. Yeah, that's real. And when real money's involved, people stop playing fair. The class got divided into 3 groups of 5. One team decided to sell cool fancy pens. Another group made screen printed t-shirts. And our group made magnets. Our team was the best one. Not to brag, but I mean that. We had a fantastic production line. We had solid profit margins. We even had a role for everyone. There was the math guy to figure out the numbers. People to make the magnets. We had distributors to sell the magnets. You want some magnets? And me, the artist. And I still have them. Ooh, look how cool they are. And faded with time. Oh, so nice. All I'm trying to say is that we put in the work. All of the money that we made was earned. After the whole class was done, we had made $150 total in profit, which was the most money in the class. Better than the pens, better than the t-shirts. We were really proud of ourselves. So this business class was located in the wood shop directly across the hallway from a different shop class. Why is this important for me to bring up? Great question that I pretended you asked. That classroom had a bunch of equipment and stuff in it that allowed us to make the products for the business class. And somehow, I don't know how this happened, the teacher from that other shop class heard about the money that we had made. We were called into her classroom and she asked what we made for our business. Magnets? Did you use the equipment from this room? Yeah, our teacher said that we could use school equipment to make our business. Well, actually, there's a school fee for using school resources. And since you guys used school resources, you'll have to pay the fee. And then she charged us money. She wasn't even our teacher and she made us cough up an additional $50 of our hard-earned money just because of a made-up rule. I can make up rules too. There's a 200% fine for being a jerk to me. You know how in art class you have to pay like $75 for the paint and the canvas or whatever? That was the excuse to take the money. The thing is, we did use tools from her shop room, but you know what tools that we used to make the magnets? A paper cutter. Squeak, squeak. Is that worth $50, do you think? You tell me. We couldn't do anything about it because she was a teacher, and all we were just a bunch of lowly students with no power and a bunch of cool magnets. In the end, we walked away with about $20 per person. $20 isn't nothing. It's like a Chipotle. One Chipotle. I'm happy with the money that we earned, but she totally lied and pocketed that money. You know, this gives me a great business idea. Step 1, become a teacher. Step 2. So yeah, that was not a good teacher. But what can you do? You can eat your feelings. Can I have some? No. Go get your own. The worst part is, despite the class, I'm still bad at business. Before the next bad teacher story, I have good news. Very good news. The ice cream sandwich plush is back and he's bigger than ever. Literally. This time around, he's bigger and fluffier, and he's even passed the bar exam. Battery is legally defined as when the victim is aware of the oncoming attacker. It sure is, buddy. It's an amazing pillow. It's an amazing snuggle buddy. It can even do this. Go to this website to pre-order now. Pre-orders will be up for a while, but once we move into production, they're gonna be closed. So if you want it, I'd go get it now. More details on production and shipping are on the website. Be sure to get yours today. Thank you, me, for sponsoring this video. You're welcome. This other time in junior high school, me and my friend Lance were sitting together at lunch. While we were hanging out, we just were messing with each other, which is a thing friends do. That's normal. We were just having fun. But then a teacher looked over and saw me holding Lance's Gatorade. From her perspective, she probably thought that I was being a real bully, and she decided it was a good idea to intervene. That's not a bad thing, by the way. It's just the way that she went about it was, well, I have notes. But you are thirsty. But you want a quenching delicious drink. If you don't want this fork to go into your neck, you give that back to him right now. Yeah, okay. And then she walked away. I do not think that is proper conflict resolution. A lot of things go through my mind. Like, was she just messing around also? But people normally just mess with people that they know. Who are you? I've never talked to her before in my life. And first impressions matter, one would think. And if it were a joke, she would probably say, haha, just kidding. But she didn't. That's a weird way to deliver a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know why. Hello? Why? Plus, there's some jokes that can't just be ended with just kidding, and it makes everybody laugh. Sometimes a bit can go too far. Just kidding. But, hello? That interaction was the worst. I hated that. All I wanted was to not ever interact with her again. Because, you know, pretty rough first impression. But then she called a meeting with me. I imagine she must have been nervous that I would go tell on her to another teacher, and then she would get in trouble. I go down to the main office to meet with her. She's in this big meeting room at a very large oval table with a lot of seats, and it's just her and just me. And she's like, "Hey, Andy, you know about lunch the other day where I told you to stop messing around? You know I was just kidding, right?" Yeah. This was clearly an intimidation tactic. But what was I gonna do? Sue her? All right, that's it. I'm suing. But legal services aren't cheap, so... You wanna buy a magnet? I'm not saying I'm the best at conflict resolution myself, but I think a better opener in a situation like that is everything okay? Instead of threatening someone with a fork. But what do I know? I'm just a guy with 3 weird hair things. Chipotle? Plus, this is junior high school. What we were doing was tame compared to stuff the other students would do. If we're gonna violently punish students, let's tone it down from fork to maybe pool noodle would be more acceptable. You know how when you're young, you look to adults like they know all that is right and wrong? And if you needed help or justice, you could go to them in a time of need? Teacher, Billy keeps hitting me and taking my pencil. And also he tripped me and he stole all of my stuff from my backpack. And also he sawed me in half.